Not let the internet trick you into thinking that there are no good black men out there, because baby, there are plenty.
The trend of I'm happier because I'm not dating black men. Let's talk about it. Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So there's this trend going on right now on TikTok, and this is getting people talking and debating about how black men are to black women. So if you don't know, there's this trend going on TikTok where black women are literally saying that it's called, oh, you look happier. They say thank you because I stopped dating black men. And these are black women showing, and when they put the text on the screen, and then they will show themselves dating non-black men, white men, and what other race. And this has struck the conversation where some people are like saying that stop batching black men. If black men do the same thing to black women, we'll call them out. Why are they doing it? Why some people are saying, yeah, you go girl, black men ain't shit, go ahead, go date outside your race. I know that this has struck an entire conversation of the black men and colorism in the black community, and also black women dating outside their race. And for me personally, go where you're loved. I don't care whatever race, go where you're loved. But when you're bringing when you're generalizing an entire group of people, for me it just gives me a side eye. But anyway guys, let's go check out a couple of clips from this trend. So you guys, a very short clip, and then people's reaction to it, and then we'll come back and talk more. What's the reason for this video?
Not let the internet trick you into thinking that there are no good black men out there, because baby, there are plenty. I keep seeing this trend of, oh, you look happier, I stopped dating black men. Do y'all not realize that there's bad men in every ethnicity?
Exactly.
Since y'all want to bash these black men so much, let me give some praise to my black men. There are plenty of good black men out there who will love you, take care of you, provide for you, take you on vacations, buy you flowers, buy you gifts, just because they want to see a smile on your face. And most importantly, marry you. It's a lot of women out there that will just overlook the good ones. I've seen it firsthand way too many times. Even on the Pop the Balloon show, that's the perfect example. Oh, he's too short. He's too boring. He doesn't make $250,000. He's a nerd. Like, come on. Now, I have no problem whatsoever with interracial dating. Go where you're loved, go where you're appreciated. But y'all are not going to bash these black men on my watch. Not on my watch. Not today.
It's very eye-opening to me when a black woman gets on the internet saying how she has a desire to now date outside of her race exclusively because of the treatment of black men. And then the answer from black men is to get on the internet and talk about the way that she looks, the way that she talks. Like, y'all were putting on wigs to imitate her. And you think that facilitates an environment where she's going to want to come back and date black men. Like, I don't think that you guys understand that you are quite literally proving her point. If you were that offended that you had to use insults as a mean to get your point across, you had no point. You were just mad at what she said and it triggered you. Another thing I noticed too is that if a black man was to get on here and post a video talking about something, oh, I only date outside my race, I don't like dating black women, da 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 da, what you guys will say is, what's wrong with having a preference? That's quite literally what the answer always is, well, what's wrong with him having a preference? I can't down that man for having a preference. He's not being disrespectful about it. What's the problem? They weren't disrespectful about it either. Most of the videos that I saw where women were talking about, I've been happier since I started dating outside my race or dating white men, all they did was show their white man and the video cut off and you guys got mad. Like, I'm kind of seeing where they're coming from, honestly.
So black men for decades who date outside their race have always said, black women this, black women that. I don't want to be with a black woman. They too toxic. They too much drama. They got too much mouth. But when a black woman does it, it's wrong. I've been seeing a lot of controversy on this app about you look happier. Thanks, I stopped dating black men. The thing is, y'all can't tell somebody what their experiences are with someone. And maybe to this person, black men just wasn't it. I noticed that when black men dog out black women, it's okay. But the second black women turn around and start beating y'all at y'all own game, y'all don't like it. Such as dating outside our race and meeting different people that reassure us that we're not as problematic as black men try to make us out to be. And maybe, just maybe, it's a fear that when you do get played, a black woman will not be in your corner to save you, like you always expect. That's not the way it works. Sorry.
Being happier because you don't date black men anymore and you date outside of your race is not a problem. Broadcasting it on here, though, and tearing down other black men, that's the problem, because all black men are not the same. If the shoe was on the other foot and black men came on here talking about, oh, they're happier because they no longer date black women, the internet would be in shambles right now. Let's be honest. All black men are not the same, and just because the one you picked out was damaging to you does not mean that it's the same for everybody else.
You look happier. Thanks. I stopped dating black men. Let's talk about it. And I've written down some of the comments that I saw underneath the post. No one hates us more than black men. So the white men that ate us, put in literacy tests so that we couldn't vote, etc. They somehow hate us less than black men do. I know you don't even believe that yourself. Black men don't think about settling down until they have 38 baby mamas. If I closed my eyes and didn't look at the profile picture of that person who made that comment, I would assume it was a white dude. Honestly, I feel the same way, and I'm a Latina. White guys are just better. And now y'all got women of other races joining in on this shit too. Where's my white king? I'm tired of being in the trenches. I avoid dating black men because I don't want to be on welfare. What's wrong with black men? Everything. Y'all sound like skinheads. Y'all sound like neo-Aryan fuck KKK members. If you have preferences, okay, whatever. Like, if you want to date white guys, that's fine. You don't have to sound like a Ku Klux Klan member while you're doing it. Like, you really don't have to. It's just so sad because a lot of this really comes down to self-hatred and how a lot of black people have trauma that they really haven't unpacked. And for whatever reason, they think that the solution to this is to date white people. I'm sorry, that's stupid. People can suck equally. There's black men that are great. There's black men that suck. There's white men that are great. There's white men that suck. I don't think that's rocket science. I don't think generalizing any group of people is fair. I don't care how bitter you are. I don't think it's fair to generalize all black men just because you've had multiple bad experiences. I don't think that's fair. I kind of just think of it like this. We don't like it when white people generalize us as a whole. So, like, why would we do that to each other? It's just really disheartening. Like, every time I see one of those posts, I consistently click not interested, but I don't know what type of algorithm that these social media apps are trying to create where, like, they're pushing that content. But it's just so disheartening seeing, like, posts about, like, black men and black women hating each other. I don't want to see that. It sucks because this is such a long conversation. I can make this video like 30 minutes. But yeah, y'all sound weird. Like, y'all sound like white hoods. Like, and I think it's even more sad because there was people in the comments saying, like, hey, you really shouldn't say this about black men, or like, oh, well, I love black men. And y'all are calling them pick-me's. I suppose. It's giving CIA agenda. Like, y'all, it's really weird. Like, can we stop talking like this? Please.
Now, I told myself I didn't have no dog in this fight. However, I'm getting very vexed. Stop using y'all interracial ass relationships that don't nobody get out to degrade or talk shit about black men. Stop speaking to the black men that you wrongfully chose. A lot of the times y'all get with these men who are other races, and a lot of them don't even be confident or loving themselves or respect them goddamn selves. A lot of them allow you black women to talk to them with no respect and no sense. A lot of those relationships, the man works for everything and the woman spends for everything. Those type of black women view transactions and monetary things and materialistic things as love. That's why they want to marry you, so they can get rid of your ass quick. They're going to make sure you got a whole bunch of money and that life insurance and then that pension and all that good shit, that retirement fund, all that shit. They get with men like that just so they can have a backup plan to go get with the next younger man. It's not all women, but a lot of y'all. Let's stop acting like this shit is not right there in our faces. But now y'all going on with this trend talking about, oh, I've been happier ever since I left black men alone. Yeah, you're a lot unhealthy too. You look like you done gained about 35 pounds. And then you gonna want that same man that's supposed to love you to get you a surgery to get rid of that, where you could just go to the gym. And he can tell you to go to the gym, but he ain't gonna tell you that because he's too busy pleasing you. Because he's a man, if he says anything about a woman, it's disrespectful, it's rude. You don't say that to people you love. Don't let it be a black man and a black woman. Like, oh my God, like, we're gonna forever lose. We're gonna forever lose. I'm really just tired of the okie doke, the buffoonery. We need to go back to the old school traditional ways of doing certain shit. We need to normalize shame the right way. I'm sorry, I can never do it as a black woman. I don't like pink gummy worms. I'll stick with my Jamaican chocolatey Claire. Long ass ding dong. I don't know, it's something about a chocolate black man. I don't know how bitches just y'all want the melanin deficient. I don't know, it's something about black love that I just love. Y'all can never deter me from black men. There's no way. There's nothing you can say that's gonna make me be like, oh my God, I really hate black men. I'm about to stop all black men. I could never do that to myself. A white man. Smell like wet dog. Hispanics smell like beans and hard work and sweat and the ones that got the money for the pussy. Some black men do make me cringe. Like them Africans, they be very aggressive. Some Jamaicans too. Something about my little peanut butter skin on my chocolate black mans, and we just look like a Reese's peanut butter cup, bitch. We look real delectable. I cannot see myself with a white. I'm sorry, I don't care how much money he got. I don't care how black washed he is or any of that. How hood he is, how many he done been around, about none of that. I will not do it. There's no diss, no dig to those who do it. But don't be on here projecting and promoting shit like that, talking about, oh, I've never been happier than without a black man. Shut the up. You chose the wrong black man, and the right black man wouldn't look your way because you were unwilling to change and take accountability, and you're just a lame ass bitch. Yeah, I'm calling it for what it is. I'm done being nice to you. I'm not sugarcoating shit for nobody. Sucks to be authentically me because you bitches can never be me. That's why I am her. You hoes suck.
Y'all are actually weird for getting on this app and telling the whole world as black women that y'all aren't dating black men anymore. You are perfectly allowed to have that sentiment, but the sentiment itself is weird. We can talk about that later. You're allowed to have that sentiment, but to get on this app and openly say to the world that you're not dating black men is weird as. However, it is also equally as weird as a woman to get on this app and pretty much say, well, my experiences with black men have been great. I've never had these issues. That's just as weird because it's like, read the room. Obviously, these women are speaking from a place of hurt and trauma. And what you don't do is come and tell traumatized people that, oh, it's not all men. Like, do you hear yourself when you're saying that? There was one creator, and I'm not even going to stitch her or anything like that because she's been literally arguing with everybody that has tried to respond to her. She got up here and she said basically, and her message was right, most of it. She basically said, well, that's not, all black men. My experience has been great, and not even just talking about in a romantic way. But where she lost me, somebody in the comments brings up, here's that word, nuance. Y'all don't understand that everything has nuance. Someone in the comments brought up, well, like, hey, you look the preference. For reference, she was a lighter skinned, attractive woman. And that's a fair point to make. Of course, your experiences are going to be a little bit different when you navigate the world differently than other people. We already know that in our community, there's huge colorism, texturism issues. So therefore, that might actually contribute to why you don't agree with the darker skinned woman about your experiences with men. And that's not to say that you being light skinned is the only reason for that, because I agree. I have great male friends. I have male friends in my life who are wonderful fathers. Hell, I'm friends with a lot of single fathers who do it all on their own. But what do I look like getting on this app and caping for them when it comes to the context of dating? There's a reason that I said they're my friends. My platonic friends do not equate a dating experience. I cannot tell another black woman how she should feel about the same men that I might have had. I'm like, well, I don't have those same issues with them. That's not my place to try to tell black women how they should feel about their lived experiences. You can just take note of it and move on. So while I don't agree with discounting an entire demographic of men due to a few bad experiences, I do understand the sentiment. Trust me, because it's not even just our own lived experiences. Sometimes we learn from other people's mistakes. I've witnessed friends, family members go through hell, and sometimes it's just not necessary. There is nothing wrong with broadening your horizons, but in doing that, you do not have to dispel an entire community that you're also a part of.
True. True is like facts. Anyway, guys, you let me know what you think about this trend. Do you think that this is a huge disrespect to the black community and to black men? And what are your thoughts? Or you think that, yeah, black women, go ahead, go date non-black men? Let me know your own take about this conversation down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thoughts. Okay, so for me, this trend, it's a little bit like, I feel like this trend is a generalization of black men. And for me, if you've been watching me, you know that both black, white, or men, for me, men are men. Men are men. And especially when we're talking about decentering men, we're not talking about just decentering one particular race of men. We're talking about decentering men as a whole. And you can clearly see that the women doing this trend, no hate to them or anything, they have their own bad experience towards dating a black man. And whatever way we want to put it, it's valid. It's their own experience. And if they say they are happier being with another race, it's their experience. It's not our experience. But for me, it's the fact that it's being generalized just to the black men. I don't know if I'm making sense. Like, I feel like they can just say, like, I've never been happier since I started dating outside my race. Like, kudos. But just putting, oh, black men, I just feel like, and I know black men have their own problem, but I feel like it's all men. When it comes to dating, relationship, marriage, all men. Just be careful, women. When we say decent to men, we mean descent to men, not one particular race of men. But also, let's even talk about the experience, especially in the black community. A lot of the time, if you look at these women, if you look at most of the women that did this trend, they are dark skinned black women. And if we look into the black community, we know that we have colorism, texturism, we have all type of racism, and a lot of black men don't, or a lot of people don't consider dark skinned black women beautiful. A lot of people, I'm not saying all people in our community, but a lot of people generally, a lot, so not, I'm not generalizing it, but a lot of people really don't consider dark skinned black women beautiful. But you know, some people that usually consider black, I'm putting the quotes here because for me, I give them side eye sometimes. It's non-black men, white men, other men, and for me sometimes it can be genuine, but sometimes it gives me cringy because sometimes it gives me fetish when I see those type of men, like, oh, and there's nothing, dark skinned black women are gorgeous, like, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I feel like it comes from a place of fetishization about black women. So that to say, I am of the opinion that black women, go whatever relationship you want to get yourself into, whether with black men, whether with non-black men, just make sure you are respected. Just make sure you are genuinely happy there, because a lot of the time when people date outside their race, they usually overlook a lot of certain things and compromise on a lot of certain things that genuinely make them and make them happy. So if you choose as a black woman or anybody to date outside your race, especially black women, just calm down. Like, ask yourself if you're genuinely happy and if this person respects you, or if this person is even fetishizing around you. I have seen the fetishness of black women, how they think that, oh, black women are more this, black women's skin are like, yes, our skin is gorgeous, yeah, but don't allow somebody to just like you and be with you just because of your skin color. You get what I'm saying? And then you are overlooking it because the person is not a black person. Because I've seen a lot of black women do that, and even in Africa, like in Nigeria, I'll speak for Nigeria, but what you see a lot of black women kind of fetishize towards non-black men. And I'm saying it's the same way they fetishize about us. Some black women do fetishize on them too. So like, oh, and some of them even intentionally, because they don't want to give birth to a black baby, they will go be with a non-black man, or and all that. That's a story for another day, because there's this thing like, I'm working on this thing. There's this story. I'm just like, I'm still, I know I'm busy, but I'm going to work on it, on how people are intentionally having designers baby, and the designers baby means mixed babies, and it's really crazy. The rats who have been on that story, it's crazy. But yeah, that is how this thing work. Whatever women, whatever relationship you choose to be, for me, go where you're loved, go where you're respected, go where you flourish, go where you are appreciated. For me, that is, whether it being a black man, whether it being a white man, please go where you are loved, right, the way you want to be loved. And this trend of, oh, I stopped dating black men, I feel like it's not just cap on black men. Like, there are some good black men out there. I'm not going to, there are some good black men out there, and there are still some good non-black men out there. So ladies, put yourself first, love yourself, know who you are, and know why you're getting into this relationship, and be very, very intentional. Don't allow yourself to be used like a trophy. And then another thing quickly I want to say, some of all these non-black men, they usually just use it as a trophy because they like the attention they get when they are with black women. This, I've seen this firsthand, and I know what I'm talking about when I say that. They just like the look of it, how they look, and how other men of their race look at them when they step out with a gorgeous black woman looking. Yeah, some they just like it. So ladies, go where you're loved, go where you're appreciated. And when we say decenter men, we don't just mean one particular race, decenter all men. Okay? And love yourself, and give yourself self-worth, and put yourself first before you go out there and start dating. I feel like dating terrible men is not just a race thing, it's a general thing of men. There are terrible men out there that are treating women like shit, whatever race they are. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.